Okay, so I'm doing a study on the word pleasing. You think about who would you want in your own house. Okay, say I want someone who is, like God is all these things. I want someone who is desirable. I want someone who is attractive. Like they're just their person. Their whole person is attractive. Like you always want to be close to them. You always want to be around them. I want someone who is pleasing. I want someone who is pleasant. Ideally, I want someone who is irresistible. I want someone who is lovely. Okay, so now all these attributes apply to God, but obviously they can apply to people if we all get filled with the Spirit of God. Oh Lord, can you imagine if everyone on planet Earth was actually pleasing to be around, like actually attractive, actually desirable, actually pleasant, actually irresistible? Because of how, okay, enough said. So I'm doing a study on the word pleasing. It's like, I want to live with someone who is pleasing. Like, so you have the title 1 at the dead center. Oh, that's glaring. Ooh, that's painful. Like, it's so perfect, it just fell into my lap. And this matches a host. In fact, shepherd. This is a real eureka. If you waited this long, you got a real kisser. Pleasing equals shepherd. And letter for letter from the inside out, we have a flawless correlation. So this is a huge eureka. It's early morning, Saturday, December 2nd. And I need to plug this camera in because the battery is... Okay, so here we go. So, pleasing equals shepherd, but the bookends equals I am of both. The next letter in equals God in both. And the dead center, 4 letters in both, equals one. I am one God. The word shepherd is mathematically identical to the word pleasing. Oh gosh. Okay, I can do this. Okay. Right. Okay. Right. I finally understand what's going on. Okay. Humans are not going to be pleasing unless they have the shepherd living inside of them. Right. It's all becoming clear now. I understand. Okay. Got it. Right. Finally. It's been proven to me. Oh my gosh. That's huge. Okay. One. Can't, I'm actually shocked. Like, this is shocking theology. If you had asked me, like, okay, and then there's other words. I have the full list of 83s in front of me, okay, that equal pleasing, like bread of life, I am one God, winner, one Lord, faithful, founder, author, the vine, the lion, shepherd, prayer, wisdom, author, the lion. Why do I have the word covert in there? Anyways, see, I want someone who is pleasing. Like, if you are honest, you only want to be around pleasing people. Well, that's Christ, the shepherd. We need to take this party higher. We simply need to take the human race higher. Devil wants you lower. God wants you higher. This revelation is taking people higher. Okay, for all generations to come. So, oh, it's because it's being, you got the plug on it. Who cares? Whatever. Who cares if it's crooked? Doesn't matter. It's the sound of my voice. So, shepherd equals pleasing. That is unbelievable. It is not. It's fully believable. It's just amazing. So. So, and then in the center, that's disturbing. That is so That is the craziest. Is anyone else out there tired of hideous people? I think I'm almost at the point, it's pretty hard to call someone hideous in person. That's pretty difficult. Jesus said, judge not that you be not judged. But there comes a point when we need to collectively look upon our nation and be honest and say, we look like trash right now. Like, we are so displeasing. It's no wonder people aren't getting married and are incapable of maintaining marriage. Anyways, we could talk for a long time on how unpleasing we all are. Okay, but pleasing equals shepherd. Okay. Okay, so I am God one. Pleasing, shepherd. Cool, okay. Ooh, that's painful. Ooh, I just felt something that's really wrong with all fathers, all teachers, our entire education system, all secular educators, all secular people. Here's the great sin. So a shepherd is pleasing. What does that mean? That means the sheep like the shepherd. The sheep enjoy the shepherd. Oh my gosh. Like, there's so many teachers, fathers, parents, educators that are dictators. They're trying to control the sheep. They're trying to control the children. They're trying to beat them up. It's like behavior enforcement, behavior modification. Like, are you pleasing? Christians of the world, are you actually pleasing to people? Like, ooh, it's creepy. Religion is a scary beast. You actually have to be pleasing. Like, you can't just... Anyway, okay, enough said. Pleasing. I've just seen... I hate meaningless dictatorship. Just so stupid. Prayer is one God I am. So prayer is pleasing. Prayer, one God I am. Pleasing, one God I am. Prayer is pleasing to God. Prayer, one God I am. Pleasing, one God I am. Clearly, prayer is pleasing to God. Oh, I've been thinking about God and desiring God my whole life. That's what you call a lifetime of prayer. That's what you call a lifetime of pleasing God. What would happen if everyone on planet Earth did that? Oh yeah, we'd be partying like you have never, ever seen feasts and parties and celebration and dancing and happiness in the history of your life. You would see people laughing harder, louder, longer, purer than you have ever seen in your entire existence on this planet. I guarantee it. Pleasing equals prayer. And pleasing is bread of life, winner, of course. One Lord, faithful. Jesus is called faithful. Same number of letters as pleasing, and you can find all three components. One, God, I am. Founder, same thing. Author, same thing. Author, can you get I don't know if you can get all three components. There's I am. I don't know if you can split it in that perfectly, that's fine. The vine, the lion, pleasing. Shepherd, though, is the most flawless for the word pleasing. Shepherd is the most... Prayer is equally stunning. And then wisdom was also one God I gotta re-find that one. Where's the one God I am in word wisdom? You take the SD of shepherd for the I am. Where's the God? 23 plus 11? How did I find that? Really? 23 plus 11. That's not doable. So that has to be the I am. I am. And where's the one God? MD. Oh my, yeah, you can do it. Oh my, yes, I just did it. The word wisdom tightly, just like the word prayer. This is profound. If you want wisdom, prayer. Wisdom and prayer equal the same thing. One God I am. The God in wisdom is IDM, mid. God is in the middle of everything. SO equals 1. And then I am at the front. Wisdom is literally in order. I am one God in the remaining letters. I am for the W, one God for the remaining 5 letters. I am one God. Wisdom equals prayer equals shepherd. But we split it up into the components. So now compare the word wisdom to pleasing. And shepherd, we've already done it. Pleasing in particular. Pleasing is particularly balanced with the word wisdom. Letter for letter. Wisdom is pleasing. A prayer for wisdom. God told us that Solomon's prayer for wisdom was most pleasing. And Solomon was ordained to be a shepherd. And Solomon the shepherd prayed to the king's shepherd for wisdom, and God gave it to him. I remember asking as a teen, I would pray constantly, say, Lord, let wisdom be my wife. Because the Bible says there's nothing greater than wisdom. And this is wisdom that God is giving me here. These revelations. Gematria is wisdom. So, prayer, wisdom. Have you noticed that it's all about you using words towards God and hearing words from God? It is all about you talking to God and God talking back to you. It's all about words. Everything that ever has happened and ever will happen is because God is talking. Okay. Pleasing, shepherd, prayer, wisdom. These are some of the greatest words on earth. Pleasing. So prayer is pleasing. Wisdom is pleasing. Shepherd is pleasing. We need a man of God on the throne. We need a man of prayer and wisdom on the throne. People are getting sick of it. They're ready to throw out the imposters. People are actually getting close to God, and they're realizing how crappy everyone else is. And they're sick of it. And it's that simple. You get closer to true pleasure, and dumb stuff just leaves your life. You're gone. You're not showing up anymore. You're not hanging around those people or those things. It's that simple. The more people draw near to God, the less support there will be for dumb acts and dumb things and dumb shows and dumb entertainments. It's not complicated. The markets are not complicated. People find higher pleasure in God and they leave behind the junk. It's not complicated. Pleasing shepherd. I've been feasting on Gematria for so long, and I don't need hardly anything else in my life right now. Pleasing shepherd, prayer, wisdom. pleasing. Oh man, this is good. I'm loving this. God is also charming. He just, this is the stuff of poetry. Like the man that always said the right, Prince Charming, we say. It's just like, there has to be a sweetness to you. That you have to be attractive. Like there has to be a sweetness to you. You have to be so sweet and so elegant and so poised in your speech. Okay. I feel like I'm tutoring like the Queen Mother's daughter or something like that. It's like, child, this is how you need to carry yourself. No, seriously. Tutor equaled something crazy yesterday. It was, okay, so charming is 73, but pleasing, shepherd, prayer. Okay, that's a huge new favorite word. The fact that that's the find of the day. Pleasing equals shepherd. So okay. The PG up 3 and the SD differ by 3. The L, that's just too amazing. Then a mirror there, and then the E equals the E. I'm satisfied. So pleasing equals shepherd. I worship. Okay. What else? So I was thinking. And then I want someone who's pleasant. So pleasant equals one love. But now we know. Now that we know the LN equals God. How do we deal with the rest in this word pleasant now? Ooh. Well, that was convenient. The dead center now becomes God. 26 is the dead center of pleasant. So you have God, God, and then the PT is 36, which we have many titles of God that equal 36. Actually, we don't. I need to fill that in. Oil. Yeah, okay. What is the whole thing? Pleasant equals 88 equals one love. And it ends in 1. And it starts with love. You're just like... I want someone who is fragrant. Okay? Fragrant, like pleasant. They both end in 1, the great NT. Aha! Fragrant is exactly 3 points less than pleasant. Perfect. And they both parallel Father, 58. But they both end in 1. Amazing. Fragrant equals great, 1. Pleasant equals love, 1. I want someone who is lovely. That equals the Father. You're just like... Once you start talking about attractiveness, it is huge. Like, it is huge. Like, all of a sudden, you've just exposed so many preachers and so many so-called teachers and so many so-called leaders and fathers as being way short. Like, no, you have to be attractive. Like, pleasing, irresistible. All these words apply to God. Okay, we're talking about God first and foremost. Okay, I'm running out of memory chip, that's okay. Lovely equals the Father. Can we crack off those components? No, I don't see that. Okay. Pleasant, fragrant. So yeah, great. Oh yeah, the great. Okay, more to come.